Hello everyone, this is Super Comic Girl. I am back with another video, so welcome. I do content several times a week, and with the sheer amount of comic books that I now have in my possession, you're going to get a lot of content. So if you like my content, please hit the like button. If you want to subscribe, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you do not miss anything else. So, last month I did a review of the movie Morbius, which I am going to say, I've been hearing rumors that Jared Leto is a jerk, but his performance was really good, and I'm going to leave it at that. So, in today's episode, I am going to be covering the show Moon Knight. I am not going to go into episode by episode like I did with Ms. Marvel. I'm just going to give you my overall impression of the show. So, yes, I have watched all 6 episodes of Moon Knight, and the actor who played Moon Knight, Isaac, he actually played in Man on the High Castle, or In the High Castle. So, that another one was a really good movie, not movie, sorry. It was a really good show that he was in. Oh man, oh, I hate doing that. So, basically, the show Moon Knight is loosely based on the comic book series, because the gentleman who produced the show, no, not produced, sorry, directed the show, actually said that he did not read any of the Moon Knight comics before he did the show, which he said actually was better than actually doing that. Oh, I had lunch, or late lunch, and I think I got some poppy seeds or something in my throat. Oh, not know. I do not like coughing like that for you guys. So prior to the show, I had never heard of Moon Knight at all. I did not know that he was a decades-long character. I did not know about the different variations that he went through and all this stuff. And after I watched the show, and when I started getting back into reading comics and spending a lot of money to buy a lot of comics, I decided to buy his issues, and I am going to tell you there's a lot of issues, and there's a lot of comic books that he was in. He was in the Avengers, he was in all these different ones. So he has a very long history. You know, he paired up with Spider-Man, he paired up with Captain America, he paired up with the Avengers. He actually tried to help Khonshu to take over the world. Yeah, he's had some pretty weird adventures in his life. Why they both thought this would work, I don't know. But anyway, so he's had a lot of adventures, and he's done a lot of things. Most of it, not most of it, but some of it against his better judgment. But anyways, it makes him a very interesting character. So after I watched the show, I started buying the comics as much as I possibly could, going on Amazon, going on eBay, basically trying to snap up whatever comics that he happened to be in, which I'm going to tell you is going to be a very long process. So, the first episode, I believe it's the first 2 episodes, establishes basically the world of Stephen Grant, and basically that he is an employee that works at the gift shop at the museum in London. And he wants to end up becoming a tour guide, because he knows as much about the ancient Egyptians as archaeologists know. One of the things that I really enjoyed about the show was its accurate portrayal of DID. Now, it used to be called multiple personality disorder. Now they give it a new name. And so basically, he has three alters in him. He has Stephen Grant, Mark Spencer, and Jake Lockley. And in the course of the 6 episodes, Steve Grant discovers, as well as Mark Spencer and all the others, discover that this character who played by Ethan Hawke, who by the way is a really great, phenomenal actor. He used to be the avatar for Koshnu. I know I'm probably butchering the god's name. And he actually decided to follow the path of Ammit. Now, Ammit in ancient Egyptian mythology is the devourer of hearts. And basically, if you have done anything wrong or bad that displeased the gods, and it got exposed, like basically you didn't have a little cheat scale, you were devoured by Ammit, and she is a ferocious, terrifying monster, and she basically eats your heart and you cease to exist. Well, apparently Ammit wanted to devour people before they committed sin, so she was locked away in a little bitty statuette, with Khonsu, and the other gods locked her away. Well, they sort of, minus the god of the moon, thinks that she is never, ever going to come back. And because they are narrow-minded on most anything, they are actually tricked to basically imprisoning the moon god into a little statuette, so that Ammit can rise again and destroy the world. And basically it's supposed to cleanse the world of sin, which there's no way you can do that. It's just her excuse to get as much souls inside her belly as possible. And the special effects for the souls that go into her I'm kind of like, what the heck? This is insane. And they're big. They just get bigger and bigger. And of course, the avatar for Ammit has to kill all the other avatars because, hey, you can't have a possibility of her being sucked back into another statue. So let's kill all the avatars and all that stuff. I felt bad for poor Bastet. She's cute. But anyways, Moon Knight and Mark Spencer's wife has to try to stop basically the purging of all sin, because they both know you can't do that. That's absolutely impossible to do. And of course, who ends up becoming the avatar for Ammit. Who cares if we kill a bunch of little children? They're going to grow up to be rule breakers, and they're filled with future sins. So let's kill them to keep them from becoming sinful. It's really, really weird. And of course, Stephen Grant goes and says, I draw a line on child killing. I'm sorry, my morals do not permit me to allow you to kill children. But it's a wild, insane ride, especially the Egyptian underworld, where it's basically, they go through this little psychiatric hospital, which does touch heavily on Mark Spencer's mental issues. And they meet Terawant, who both of them, despite one of them being a complete Egyptian file, she's cute, but she scares them, and then she becomes cute, because she is cute. Terawant is such my favorite Moon Knight character. She's so adorable and cute, and her little voice is cute. I just love her little voice. It's adorable. So she chooses Mark Spencer's wife to be the Avatar because, first of all, she doesn't have an avatar, and second of all, you need at least 2 avatars to lock Amit away. And they choose Ethan Hawke's character, who deserves everything he gets in the end of the whole shebang. So it was a ride that, I mean, I know some people are going to say, well, you know, you don't have really high standards on shows and movies. No, I don't. But if something sucks and I can't stand it, I'd be like, yeah, don't watch this movie. Or don't watch the show because I just couldn't stomach it after, you know. But there's this old saying that if you can actually take a movie or show after 15, if you're still watching after 15 minutes, then you're probably going to watch it all the way to the end. And I really liked it. As I said, I really liked its accurate portrayal of DID, and mainly because there were mental health specialists that were on set making sure that 9 out of 10 they were getting this correct, because you are talking about the world of Moon Knight, you're talking about this, you're talking about the Marvel universe and everything. And I would say the Marvel universe is actually producing more interesting characters that you actually want to get to know. It's kind of weird when I go to the comic book shop, and I mean I go right for the Marvel ones. The only characters in the DC universe that I even give 2 licks about is Wonder Woman, and Catwoman. I know I have the issue where Harley Quinn is slaying vampires, which I think is fucking good. But you know, so yeah, I mean there really isn't a lot of DC characters that I really have an invested interest in, even, I don't know, buying their comics. I mean, I'm not a comic book seller, so I'm not required to buy all the comic books, but I really don't have a lot of DC characters that I really happen to like. Marvel is more my cup of tea. Also Image as well. Image does some good work. That's my phone, if you want to know. If I made anybody jump in the video, I'm sorry. But Moon Knight was awesome. I really enjoyed it. I really hope they do bring it back for season 2. But the actor who played Moon Knight said that he would only come back if there was a plot that he really could get into, because he does not want to be one of those actors that are locked into a contract for 10 years. That is exactly what he said. Now, generally, when we're talking about television shows introducing or adapting comic book characters into shows, generally at some point in the future you will see them again in an MCU movie. For example, is next year Miss Marvel is coming back for the Marvels, and hopefully we will find out where in the world she went to. So, you know, so that's going to be something I'm looking forward to. But knowing Marvel, they do not introduce a character into the MCU without saying, yeah, he or she's coming back. I also heard that Madam Web is coming, which is going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to seeing that when news comes out that it's, you know, coming out. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. My rule on Marvel television shows is I do not do reviews of them if they are more than a year old. So I probably will not be doing another Marvel television show review. I am going to be doing a Spider-Man movie review later on this month. And the reason for this is I really haven't had time to sit down and actually watch Spider-Man. But I will be watching Spider-Man. This is the one with Tobey Maguire in it. I know it's like from the 90s, but this is around the time that Fox acquired the rights to Spider-Man, and they made Tobey Maguire as their Spider-Man. So he was good in it, but you know, I kind of want to go back and watch the movie and all that type of stuff, and then do a review. I'm going to get around to watching Spider-Man No Way Home, and if I can do it, and if I really have the stomach for it, I'm going to watch the Multiverse of Madness. I don't really know if I really want to watch it, because I really am not a fan of seeing my favorite Marvel characters get killed by Scarlet Witch. Yes, that's why there's always Wikipedia. You can avoid all that and find out what happened at the end, which I did. I will admit, I cheated and read the Wikipedia plot of it, which did include the ending, because I'm not exactly sure if I actually want to see the Multiverse of Madness. I saw the death scenes in the movie in clips, and I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, Reed Richards getting killed the way he got killed, or Xavier, like, you would. I am going to do, I will stop here before I do a full-blown rant about why it was wrong to kill Xavier. Okay, so, I'm in here before I end up going on a rant about the Multiverse of Madness. So, I give Moon Knight 5 stars. It was a really great show, and as soon as I hear about any other shows coming out in the Marvel Universe, I will be doing video reviews of those episodes, but I am not doing Hawkeye. No, I am not doing Hawkeye. It isn't that I didn't like Hawkeye, I never watched Hawkeye, but I just don't feel like doing a video review of Hawkeye. But maybe at some point in the future you'll get the review of Hawkeye, but until then, no Hawkeye. Yeah. So I'll see you guys around. Oh, one more thing before I do leave. I am going to go back to watching the Japanese anime of Future Avengers, and I will be doing reviews for those episodes. So those episodes will come out twice a week, and I don't even know when the thing came out, but I will watch 2 episodes each week, give you reviews of those episodes. This is Future Avengers, this is the Japanese anime, and everything. So, I will see you guys around, and until next time, read on, nerds. Bye.